want a lot for Christmas.
On second thought, I want a lot of things. Too many to mention here, but I do want to take this time to say that I hope that you create your own happiness and that you become a healthy and whole individual during this season and beyond. I wish that for your family as well. My name is Christal, and celebrating or not, have a wonderful season. Stay grateful and take care.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And we're back here at Activated Mornings this morning. The time is 7:45 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You're listening to yours truly, Ari, and next to me in studio, we have Christal. Now, this morning, or was it last night, I came across an article that it's sentimental to me personally. I saw that Clare Keizer, the CEO of Searchlight newspaper, has decided to step down as CEO and editor of the paper. So I came across this on Searchlight's website, and I'll read from it now. The headline is Keizer steps down as CEO of Interactive Media Limited. It begins. Interactive Media Limited has announced the resignation of its chief executive officer, Clare Keizer, who will demit office at the end of this month. Keizer, who is also the editor of the company's flagship publications, the Midweek Searchlight and the Weekend Searchlight, said the decision to step away from the day-to-day operations of the newspaper was a difficult one. After 18 and a half years at this wonderful company, the decision to step down was undoubtedly one of the most challenging ones I've ever made. Yet in the spirit of evolution and growth, I firmly believe that it is the right time for both the company and me to embrace new opportunities. Change is never easy, but it is essential for progress. And I am confident that this decision will pave the way for a bright future for all involved. Hi. So Ms. Keizer, she officially joined Interactive Media CEO in June 2005, but prior to that, she had been a member of the company's board of directors. During the publication's early years, she volunteered at the newspaper, of which her mother, Norma Keizer, had been the first editor. Under Claire's leadership, Searchlight experienced growth and expanded its reach and influence. She has also been able to stabilize the company while guiding it through the challenges of the global newspaper publishing industry has been facing for the last decade. Among her notable contributions was the introduction of digital newspaper subscriptions to cater mainly to the diaspora market. Then in 2010, the midweek edition was introduced. It is still published on Tuesdays as an e-paper. Furthermore, Keizer was also instrumental in spearheading the newspaper's foray into new media, ensuring its continued growth and relevance in an ever-evolving media landscape. Keizer said the establishment of a multimedia unit in 2022 is something she is very happy about, and although it has been very difficult for the small team to juggle its video work with producing 2 newspaper editions a week, they have made steady progress. The story.
You want some tissue?
Yeah. Yes. So Searchlight is the first place I worked in media here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Miss Keizer, I could say that she is directly and indirectly responsible for my professional career. And to see her step down is like, wow. Because I started Searchlight as an internship program. I think there was 6 of us, and 2 of us made the cut. And from there, I got the opportunities to experience some training, cover different aspects of traditional media. I also got the opportunity to travel, meet regional and international journalists, to network properly. I was actually working at Searchlight the first time I went to Taiwan. And it was there at Searchlight that I was able to have a solid foundation for my studies in journalism, media, and culture. I don't know. It's interesting. It's a lot, and they've spoken about having There's somewhere in the story that we spoke about Carlitha Oliver is the new editor, interim editor, but it's been years that Miss Keizer has been talking about making her the editor. So I'm not surprised that she's the editor there right now. But you know, even when I came back on vacation, I will still pop into Searchlight. Even today, now every now and again I'll pop into Searchlight. And I had no idea this was happening.
You're not supposed to.
I had no idea this was happening, and it caught me off guard. I do wish Miss Keizer all the best in her professional career. She has been very, very, very influential in my life, and I'm grateful to have had her as a mentor all those years. But yeah,
that's nice of you to say. I wish her all the best in her future endeavors, whatever she's moving on to. Leaving one space to go to another is never easy. It's never easy because, especially if you're moving from a workplace to another workplace, or you're retiring, you create bonds with people. And like you already have a routine, and it forms part of your identity. The article says that it was not an easy decision for her, and such that will always be a part of her, and so on. And while she is stepping away from active day-to-day runnings, she is still on the board of directors. The article also highlights some of Searchlight's achievements during her time. So congratulations to Searchlight. They have episode 2 of Unsolved Murders in SVG. Well, look who just joined us. Surprise!
You need to see Harry?
I think he needs a whole towel. He needs a whole towel, right? No, I don't yet. Let her sit down. Yeah, so moving from one space is never easy. And yes, well, the series, the Unsolved. Good morning. Season 2nd. Yeah, it's coming on December 30th, which I am confident that's something that they will continue with. In terms of media, though, media is ever changing, and Searchlight has proved to be maybe the only print paper in SVG that has changed with the time. So congratulations to them.
I think
about it.
Vincentian has changed somewhat, but Searchlight has been the only newspaper
with the time
that has fully embraced new media.
Okay. Microphone. Wrong one.
I have the one wrong. Sorry.
Boy, are you wrong here this morning?
Sorry.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I know that I said I was coming for after 7, but I was nearly 8.
Technically, it's still after 7.
You know how it goes sometimes when it's not actually your show.
It's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday.
Right. Right. Just to add to the conversation, Ari, you really did sound tearful. I was listening to you as I was driving in. So, I mean, it's a good thing to be able to. Not many persons can actually speak this way about their former bosses, right? So I actually think that this is a good thing to hear you say that she has molded your professional, I guess maybe in a little way, your personal development. So it's good to hear. In relation to what you were saying, Christal, Searchlight for me is the more is the most interactive newspaper, not just with the print, but the fact that, as you say, they've embraced technology as well. I'm trying to figure out what's the issue with the other two papers, because the other two papers tend to carry stories that are different or slightly different. And I also noticed with the Vincentian in particular, their stories are a little different. And I always wonder why it is they're not like utilizing social media as much.
I have my opinions on that, but I won't say it on air. Well, regarding the news, I do think, like, as a news outlet, that the news is a very good paper. I don't know why they're not on social media.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's no website. I don't know why they're not embracing any of the new media mediums in any way. I have no idea. But Searchlight has been doing that. They have videos, they have an app. There's Facebook. I think Searchlight's on Twitter. So there's a website.
Instagram as well.
There's
Yeah.
Instagram as well. Searchlight. You can easily find news from Searchlight newspaper. And this has all been under the leadership of Clare Keizer.
And their bi-weekly, midweek edition, your subscription, the folks in the diaspora, and so on and so forth. Oh, I mean, so if I was such a person hearing you talk about the other newspapers, I'm like,
I have on top. At the top, it's just us.
at the
Listen.
top, it's just us.
Listen, when you're working at Searchlight and you go to a press conference and the other papers there, as much as you know the other journalists, you're there with a sense of pride, like, oh, I'm a Searchlight journalist.
I'm above the rest.
You know, I am a Searchlight
With a little
journalist.
hair.
You know,
Latest
we're everywhere.
journalism you can trust.
Journalism you can trust. Searchlight newspaper,
Yeah,
but
they have a unique position in the market.
very, and you know, Miss Keizer is an avid listener of Activated Mornings, and she would often
You read the headlines yet? You read such headlines yet?
No.
yes I have
Oh.
at 7:55 and again at 8:05.
7:55.
Sorry, 6:55.
Ooh.
I read it at 6:55.
Was I in a parallel universe or something like that?
I read it at 6:55 and again I would read it again at 8:05. But yes. Woo.
Yeah.
She even had given me some words of encouragement when I started Activated Mornings as well.
Yeah, me too.
I say
Release you next.
Nah, I hear anything. I the other one off.
No, Release you probably don't need it. It's like, you are solid, okay? Oh, she got that. She got that.
But all the best to you, Miss Keizer, and whatever
But you know that
future
Ari,
endeavors.
I know the tone in your voice when you're expressing your farewell wishes, I suppose, to her. But this is the reality of life. You know, we may not necessarily want to embrace it as yet, but we are the adults who are going to take over. You know, sometimes
Could
when
you
you
not
find,
remind me?
no, but that's the thing. You know, sometimes I still find myself in a situation where a group of persons are around,
Uh-huh.
and I am looking for somebody who's more adult that needs to help me in a situation. You know, but the thing of it is that what I need to realize is that I'm actually the adult as well. I'm no longer a very young person. You know, so this is the thing with the changing times. You know, we have to realize that it's our generation. Well, you just 10 years behind me, I think. You know, so it's us who are going to be taking over, taking the lead, and taking charge. So yeah, it's just something for us to embrace. And I think sometimes even in the workplace, this is why the older folks don't always necessarily recognize or want to admit that they themselves are being quote unquote phased out. Not that we're not going to draw in on their wisdom or their knowledge or their years of experience, but they're being phased out, and it's us who would have to take over. And you know, it's just for us to be able to work hand in hand together. So
Something that people forget, that the persons who are most seasoned in like positions, they're people too, and they
Yeah.
also get attached. They get emotional. I know young folks just come, oh, go home, I need to retire. blah, blah, blah. When you get to that point, you will understand what it's like.
yeah.
And don't be too hard on the folks. I mean, I think it's noble to know when it's time for you to step
Amen.
aside, step down.
We'll talk about that another
Stop
time.
it! Stop it, Relisa.
We'll talk about that another time. But yeah.
But
Yeah,
I won't do Miss
congrats to her.
Keizer justice if I don't note that she was also Under her tenure, the company established 2 community outreach initiatives: the Best of SVG, the People's Choice Award, that was widely successful in 2017, 18, and 2020. I was actually at Searchlight when Ms. Keizer came with the idea. And the Norma Keizer Scholarship Foundation, which was established in 2015 as part of the company's 20th anniversary celebration, has to date awarded 42 secondary and post-secondary education scholarships and bursaries. So Searchlight does more than report the news.
They all, well, they're not the news, but
But they also give back to the community in some way. And even I was at Treehouse last night having a
Well, you
a
really
meal.
did out this season,
And
boy.
I just
You
don't tell.
just yawn.
I just don't say it on the air, but I always outside. But they still have up their best of SVG, I think 2020
A
awards.
lot of business places still display.
Yeah.
When you go by Rick Nix, his is still up as well. I think he got multiple, but
Yeah.
a lot
The
of
Searchlight
business
has made its mark in the community outside of news reporting.
for those of you who joined the conversation late, the CEO is leaving at the end of the month. Nothing else is happening to Searchlight. Okay, because
Yeah.
kind of almost sound like yeah. Anyway,
No, I just have to point out what she's done, because she has done a lot. And
you want to sing her song?
I don't know, man. It feel like your parent leaving you. It feels like your parent is leaving you. How dare
No,
you?
but the thing of it, she's still your area.
Yeah, she on the board. I know on the board. I don't be on board meetings.
No, but she's still your mentor. You know how to reach out to her if you have any questions. or
Speed
whatever.
dial.
So, you know.
Goodbye's the last time. No.
No.
Yes. So the time is now 8:01 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and your time check was brought to you by New Haven Funeral Home.
Death is a fact of life. Even though